What is up, YouTube? This is your girl Diane, and I am looking for my tribe. Where are you out there? I am 59 years old, and I am starting my life over again. I am moving to Hawaii next week, and I have moved to Hawaii twice before, so I kind of know the drill, how to do it, what I need to do, when I need to do it. And I thought that some of you out there might be interested in watching my journey and seeing what it's like starting your life over at age 59. So I won't get into the details of why I'm starting over because that would just be long and boring. But I am currently in California. I'm getting ready to move back to Hawaii in, what's today, Friday? 4 days. So I am very excited. But I've been planning this move for over a month. And one of the things that you have to do when you're moving to Hawaii, you have to decide how much your stuff means to you. Because shipping is very, very expensive. So the first time I moved to Hawaii, we hired movers to come and pack up our household and into these big shipping containers and boat them over to the island and then bring them to our house and unload them on the other side. That cost approximately $16,000 to do that. So the second time I moved to Hawaii, I sold all our belongings, 3-bedroom house full of stuff. And I took with me 2 large check bag suitcases, a carry-on, and a personal item. So whatever would not fit in there did not go with us. I did ship, I think, 3 boxes of just stuff like tax returns, legal documents, things like that I didn't want to put in my suitcase, but that I might need sometimes. So, but each box cost about $100 to send. So shipping is extraordinarily expensive to Hawaii. So you have to decide, how attached am I to my stuff and how much do I really need? And what you find is that you don't need as much stuff as you think you do. And you learn that things are just things. And for the most part, they can be replaced. So I've spent the last month sorting through all of my things. I got rid of probably 5 large trash bags full of clothes. Because as some of you may know, I have lost almost 60 pounds in the past year. And so a lot of my clothes didn't fit me anymore. All I have that fits me is what I've bought in the last 4 to 6 months. And in fact, some of the stuff I wore 6 months ago doesn't fit me. So I got rid of a lot of clothes. So, and I also got rid of all of my winter clothes because clearly I will not be needing them in Hawaii. So all my boots, sweaters, coats, jackets, things like that, I got rid of. I'm just taking a couple of blazers with me and a pea coat that I like to wear in the evenings for date night. Because in the winter it can get a little chilly-ish there, enough to where you'd want a sweater or something over you in the evening. Because it can get down to the 50s at night in the coldest part of the winter over there. So, but I'm mostly taking stuff like this that is going to be comfortable in the warm climate there. So then the next thing you have to decide is how many of your like home decor things you just can't part with. And for each item that I pick up, I decide, do I really have to have this one or can I replace it? And does it cost more to ship it or does it cost more to replace it? Because if it costs more to ship it than to replace, clearly I'm just gonna buy it on the other end. Then next thing I have to think about is my car. Because buying a car on the island, you will pay about a 50% markup to buy a car there because they have to ship it over too. So for me, I really like my car. I have a little Honda Accord. I adore it. It's bulletproof. It'll last forever. So I'm taking it. So since I live in California, I have a port not that far from me. The Port of Oakland is about 90 minutes from where I am. So on this Monday, I'm going to drive my car to the Port of Oakland, drop it off at the port, which I have already prearranged for its arrival date. And they do an inspection of the car. They make sure that there's that it's safe to drive. If you have any lights on your dashboard that are on, like a check engine light or tire pressure monitoring system light, oil change light, anything like that, they will not accept your vehicle. There has to be no dash lights on at all. So on Sunday, I have to take my car in and get my TPMS sensors fixed because they're broken. But so I'm going to Costco to do that because that's the cheapest place I could find to do it. So I will be doing that because that's the only dash light I have on. You also have to have it freshly washed so that there's not plant material, mud, things like that clinging to the car, which could spread non-native seeds into Hawaii. They're very strict on the ag rules there, understandably so. So it has to be freshly washed. You cannot have any personal items in the car. So if you were thinking, oh, the stuff that doesn't fit in my suitcase, I'll just put it in my car and ship it that way. Can't do it. They will make you take it out of the car. They do an inspection. They check your trunk. They check everything. And I asked them if I could just keep my trunk organizer in the trunk empty. But it organizes my trunk so I can put groceries bags back there, and they won't be rolling all over my trunk. That is also considered a personal item and is not allowed. And then the last thing is you have to arrive with a quarter tank or less of gas in your car. You can't fill it up and then drop it off. It has to be quarter tank or less, and I imagine that's because if there were a fire or something, God forbid, on the boat, there's not that as much fuel as there would be. So those are the rules. I'll be dropping my car off at the port and taking an Uber over to my hotel, which is also in Oakland because I'm flying out of Oakland Airport early Tuesday morning, and I'll just take the airport shuttle there from the hotel. So those are my plans of how to get there. I do have an apartment once I get there. I secured it about a month ago. I went to, where did I go? Craigslist, sorry about that. I went to Craigslist and I was looking at apartments there. Found a couple, but wasn't real sure if they were exactly right for me. I was looking for a roommate situation to start out with because sharing rent with someone else is just a cheaper way to get myself established back on the island. And I'm single now, so I don't mind having a roommate if it's the right situation. A lot of the roommate situations I were finding were with college students, and I knew that was not going to work for me as a mature woman. A friend of mine suggested that I check Facebook Marketplace, and that's where I found my apartment. So I'm really excited to meet my roommate in person. We've talked on the phone, we text back and forth. We seem to be a really good fit. She's in her mid-30s, and she's also a student, but she's studying psychology. She's almost finished, and we both share the same faith, and so I think it's just going to be a good fit for us. So we're sharing a 2-bedroom apartment. It's walking distance to the beach. It's about 5 blocks from the one of the malls on the island. I'm moving to the island of Oahu. It's walking distance to the farmer's market, which is great because I'm mostly vegetarian. And it's about a 30-minute drive from where I will be working because I'm not going with the traffic, I'm going against the traffic, so my commute will be shorter. And it's only 5 minutes from my daughter's house, which I'm so excited to be near my daughter and granddaughter again. So I have secured a job on the island. I am a registered nurse. I have secured a job at one of the hospitals on the island, and I will have 2 or 3 weeks of downtime to kind of settle back in before I start my new job. So really excited about that. So I did secure the job about a month ago. And I asked them to give me a month to get moved and settled, which they were happy to do. So those are the basic logistics. I am flying Hawaiian back to the island. I have flown American to the island before. I have flown Alaska, and I have flown Hawaiian before. Hawaiian is by far my favorite. Number one, they are generally the least expensive or very close to it. They are the only domestic airline that still gives you a free hot meal on the plane. And if you're flying economy, the meal is not great, but it is hot and it is free. It's kind of like a ham and cheese omelet, hot pocket kind of thing. And me being vegetarian, I won't be eating it. I'll be taking my own snacks on board, which is fine. I don't mind that. But as soon as you get on the plane, they have mood lighting, they have Hawaiian music. The flight attendants are dressed in their aloha shirts, and they tell you aloha, welcome, and it's like your journey has already begun. As soon as you step on the plane, you feel like you are already in Hawaii. So even though I'm not going on vacation, when I have gone there on vacation, I felt like my vacation started the moment I stepped on the plane. So highly recommend Hawaiian Airlines. No, they are not sponsoring me, but I love them. And the service is stellar. They're just wonderful. So looking forward to that. I did book myself an extra comfort seat. It did cost a little bit more, but I've got a lot more leg room. And I like the extra room because, as you can see, I'm an artist, and I painted all of these. I didn't paint the big one there, but I painted all the rest of these, and I like to paint on the plane. It really helps me pass the time, and it's just uninterrupted time when nobody's bothering me that I can just paint. So I love it. So I have my little, maybe I'll show it in another video, my setup for when I paint on the plane, or not. You guys let me know in the comments if you want me to show you my setup for painting on the plane. I'd be happy to do that. I love doing that. I love painting on the plane. So other than that, let me know if you guys have any questions about my move, or about moving to Hawaii in general, what you can expect, what it's really like living on the island. I can do videos on any of these things, on what it's like starting over at a more mature age. If you guys want, we can start doing like hair and makeup tips. I mean, it's whatever my tribe wants. I want to meet my tribe. So please like, comment, share, and I will see you in the next video.